normally fall, where do you figure yourself politically for the most part?
Not loving anyone right now, but I work with refugees, and so the things Trump is saying, other leaders have said in other countries similarly, and it's caused widespread, very significant violence. So I have a lot of concern for the violent nature of the things he says and does, and what I think it could happen as far as spurring violence in our country.
I think really, if I may, because you are knowledgeable in this field that I am very much interested in, of course, is in the news right now.
Which one is in the news?
Well, I mean, Trump for one, immigration, you know,
Right.
at the things that you're involved
Refugees,
in.
political violence, a lot of guns, gun control, all of it.
Indeed, if I may. I see this situation having been created by the same elites that are against Trump.
I don't think anybody created the situation.
Oh, no, no, no. Are you familiar with the Bilderberg group?
No.
Then please put that in your query and look it up. This is not a conspiracy. This is real.
Right.
In 1954, the top 120 movers and shakers of the world, CEOs, princesses, you know, the ones who control most of the wealth of the Western world,
Sure.
met in secret at the Bilderberg Hotel, and they meet once a year since then, every 4 years in North America. Totally in secret, surrounded by layers of security. They formulate the policies of the nations. Now they have and have been working with and through, and one of the tools that they use is the agenda brought up when they asked Cloward and Piven, these are two professors, if you were going to bring down Western civilization, how could you do it effectively? And they came up with this strategy. You go ahead and you start, you can't bring down republics and democracies like ours from the militarily. We're too strong. Okay. So you got to do it from the inside. This is how you do it. You invite the enemy in. It's Cloward and Piven, you want to look this up. You start brush fire wars all over the place. Start a lot of turmoil and chaos. Fund both sides of those wars. Then the drug war, fund that. Make the people dependent on drugs. So, because the drugs couldn't exist without the complicity of the governments involved. Mexico and the United States are obviously complicit in the drug war. They couldn't exist without it. The banks couldn't exist without the drug war.
Right.
So we know they're there. We know the biggest of the big are the biggest ones involved in the drug war.
Sure.
And the other ones. Start these brush fire wars. Create a lot of refugees. Open up the borders to the Western world. Play on their guilt. Oh, look what you've brought. You've got to now take care of these people. Overrun the welfare system. Bring down the economy from the inside. Chaos ensues. You come in as the savior. We crash them down. We have a one world government. It is the Bilderberg Group, Rex 84's agenda to use us against one another.
Yeah, it's common all over the world. Every dictator does that.
But these are the top of the dictators who
Doesn't
play
matter.
the dictators off of one another and us off of one
it's
another.
Just power.
And the refugee, yes. But knowing who those people are, when you see the Bilderberg Group, when you see who's attending it, the Rothschilds, the CEOs of Chase Manhattan,
right.
you know, the Queen. When Obama and Clinton disappeared during the 2008 elections, when they were running, you know, to be president, for 4 days, no one could find them, right? Ooh, where's Obama? Ooh, where's Clinton?
Can I take pictures of your signs?
Sure. You know, they were at the Bilderberg meeting. Okay. And that's when the Bilderberg said, you're going to go ahead and be president, and then it's going to be your turn, Hillary, after he's done.
Okay.
So this whole thing is a charade. Trump, nobody was supposed to get in that couldn't afford to get in. So he showed up with his own money and he says, oh, no, I got to do something here. Because if this economy crashes, I crash. I am this economy. I am part of it. I'm a billionaire. I made my money with it.
And I claimed bankruptcy quite a few times, and I don't pay
But
taxes
listen,
also.
but you can't be a businessman. I've been in business several times and I claimed bankruptcy. Right. And what do they force him to do? People say, oh, get your stuff made in China. He has to go overseas to do it to be competitive. He says, I'd rather get my stuff made here, but you make it here, you got to charge $10 more, nobody buys it.
Okay.
So we're looking at Trump with all his warts.
Right.
His enemies are the ones that are opening up the floodgates, who are creating the wars and causing us to be brought down. So in your business, what you're working with here, you have to be aware of how you are being facilitated, how you're being used in this chess game. Have I helped any at all?
You didn't tell me anything I didn't know, but it doesn't change. You didn't tell me anything I didn't know.
You didn't know about the Bilderbergs.
Doesn't matter. Like, the same power players act in every single country in different ways. It doesn't matter what their name are or how secret or not it is.
Who's got,
she benefits too.
hundreds of millions of dollars
She
through the
benefits
Clinton
too.
Foundation.
Yeah, she does
By
too.
selling our national security secrets away, also benefiting. I haven't seen Trump sell any national security secrets yet.
Yeah.
But Clinton has. So, but again, I don't even think we're going to see an election after what just went down Baton Rouge. I think we're going to see martial law. I think Obama's going to create martial law.
What do you think happened in Baton Rouge? What do you think happened in Baton Rouge?
Well, if I were a detective and I were going to look at the situation, right? Here you have Black Lives Matter, which is, you've got members, not all, but there are members of it, spokespeople in there, that are calling for the killing of cops.
Stick real close, man.
Then, one of the...
Okay, so how far are you, say, so...
But I'm not finished.
Yeah, but like, what percentage of Black Lives Matter is calling for? If you have any large group, you're going to have some members calling for some things. Is that the dominant?
Yeah, but very few of them get invited to the White House for a 3-hour
Is
conference.
that the dominant narrative for Black Lives Matter?
No, I already admitted that. I said, but understand, Black Lives Matter is being played. It in itself is also a pawn in the chess game being played, being funded by Soros. So they're being, this is what you do to stoke that racist fire. Oh no, all lives matter. You can't say that, that's racist. Black lives matter. And then you got the separation here. It's all about fighting. It's all keeping it separate. It's what they do. They're geniuses at it. So Black Lives Matter, in it inherently, in it itself, is racist. It's being used to separate. It should be all lives matter. There should be no argument about that. And if you look at the statistics, statistically more whites are getting shot by cops than blacks.
Statistics say that actually.
I got them on my screen right there. Would you like to look at the FBI statistics?
Yeah, let's see yours. Because that's not the statistics I've seen. So let's go ahead and see yours. I'll take a picture of it. It's good to know where this stuff is coming from.
The FBI. It's the FBI.
Despite the revelation that half of the officers charged in the death of Freddie Gray, the incident that led to the Baltimore riots, are black, the narrative that black people are being disproportionately and unfairly targeted by predominantly white police officers and a racist criminal justice system in the United States continues to dominate. This has led to the growth of a divisive movement, Black Lives Matter, which has only served to further polarize America down racial lines, obsessing on skin color and invoking white guilt, while ignoring the true causes of and solutions to police brutality. Until the following facts become part of the conversation, we're never going to see a